Hi, I'm Dr. Ellie McGregor, and I'm an integrative pediatric and functional pediatrician. And I'm coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina, but I have my Oregon mug today in celebration of all of the rain and seasonal affective disorder. So, on that note, we're going to be talking about neurotransmitter testing. The first question that many people have is, what are neurotransmitters? So, neurotransmitters are brain chemicals that help transmit brain messages from one brain nerve cell to another brain nerve cell, also known as neurons. So, I like to think about it as like a little email. So, if you are, a boss in Columbia, Missouri, and you need to send a message to someone in San Diego, California, you can send them a little email. And that's kind of the same thing as a neurotransmitter. So the email would be the neurotransmitter. It's the thing that's sending the signal. And in this analogy, the people would be the brain cells. And that's what a neurotransmitter is. It's just simply something that's sending a message like an email. So there's different types of neurotransmitters. What the heck do they do? They are involved in mood, they're involved in focus, they're involved in our ability to relax, in our ability to get excited, our ability to fight and flight, lots of different things. Some of the ones that are in the body are serotonin. Serotonin's our feel good, happy, calm, generally life is great chemical. Dopamine. Dopamine is our focused, able to get homework done, able to attend for long periods of time on things we don't like. So, I get a question for a lot of you people that are asking about ADHD. Will say, well, I don't know if my kid has ADHD because they can watch video games for hours and hours. Yeah, because those are super fun and they're flashy and there's lots going on. So their dopamine is getting fed, right, through these fast movements. But in this case, we're talking about, how can you pay attention and feel rewarded from tasks that you don't enjoy, such as spending, 8 hours a day in a classroom, those types of things. Another one is GABA, GABA. And this is a chemical that helps us feel relaxed and reduces anxiety. So some people will do like GABA supplements to help themselves calm down, especially helpful for, times like you might have a specific phobia, like flying or getting on a boat, something like that, that you just need to take the edge off a little bit, or giving a speech. Adrenaline, noradrenaline, also known as epinephrine and norepinephrine, same thing. These are our fight flight chemicals. So these are the ones that are like getting you ready to go. So if you are hiking and you hear an avalanche behind you and you're like, oh my gosh, there's an avalanche, this is going to kick in and your body's going to run. And that is great for the times that you're in danger. What it's not so great for is if your adrenaline and stress hormones like cortisol are remaining high for long periods of time for no reason. That sends your body into all kinds of chaos and dysregulation. So those are some basic types of neurotransmitters. Why would you want to do neurotransmitter testing? This would be like if your kid has ADHD, ADD, anxiety, depression, some kind of issue that you're not quite sure how to treat, especially if you're wanting to treat with supplements. Sometimes what I see is people will literally just go to the store and look at the section that says mood or focus and just buy whatever's on the shelf. That is not likely to give you the best results because, while most people are deficient in things like magnesium, if your child is the one person on earth that is not deficient in magnesium and that's what you're throwing at your kid to get them to focus, you could be spending hundreds of dollars on supplements that do not work. So getting testing to see what the actual deficiencies are or excesses, which can also be a problem, is really important. And then that way we'll know how to treat it. So the benefits of testing would be, a personalized treatment plan. So now we know exactly what is going on in your kid's brain chemistry. And then we can decide like what supplements are good, what do we need to add in food, what other modalities like mind body might be appropriate. And we can really break it down into something that's really targeted for you or your kiddo. Um, and early intervention. So if you're like, my kid's a little unfocused, but it's not so bad, I don't feel like I have to run um, and get a pharmaceutical medication, but the brain chemistry just seems a little bit frazzled, a little bit unfocused. We can actually target that way earlier and prevent a problem from happening down the line in school or sports or whatever activity might be affected. So, is neurotransmitter testing right for you or your child? It depends. So, I would say if you have a brain issue like brain fog, fatigue, lack of focus, hyperactivity, depression, anxiety, OCD, emotional dysregulation, anything in that wheelhouse, most likely neurotransmitter testing is appropriate, along with a few other things that we'll talk about moving forward. Um, so, in conclusion and final thoughts, if you need help with that, if you feel like your brain chemicals, could use a little boost, or your child's brain chemicals could use some boosting, um, happy to help you with neurotransmitter testing. Get on my website, middlepathintegrativepediatrics.com, or my Insta, middlepathpeds. You'll find me there.